Greetings, students of the Force, and welcome back to the channel. The Force is an all-encompassing energy that surrounds and binds everything that lives. Those that are Force sensitive have the ability to actually touch this mystical, life-giving energy and manifest it into the physical world around them. For some, the Force serves to heighten their senses and attune them to the inner workings of the greater galaxy. But for those who dedicate themselves to the study of it, like the Jedi or the Sith, they are able to manipulate the Force in fantastical ways. On this channel, we have done lists covering several kinds of Force abilities, but today we wanted to bring the focus inward and focus entirely on just one Force power, the ability simply known as Force Fire. The ability of Force Fire, or Pyrokinesis, falls under the umbrella term of Alter Environment, a popular Force ability, as well as an alignment neutral ability shared by any studier of the Force who has become a master of their environment. Plo Koon is a notable practitioner of the ability Alter Environment. The ability allows masters to perform feats in the Force ranging from simply being able to help a plant grow to godlike powers of summoning bolts of lightning from the very sky itself. The specific aspect of pyrokinesis will be the subject of today's video, and we will talk about its applications, how it is acquired, and the notable users of Force Fire. Typically, pyrokinesis is done by manipulating the flames of an existing fire and either making them grow or shrink as the need demanded. We see something similar to this occur in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, when Vader allows the volatile rocks to catch fire and then is able to put it out as he is pleased. A more complicated way of pyrokinesis is actually by creating fire itself using the Force. Jedi Council member Yarael Proof had acclaimed the fame by being able to create fire by manipulating the molecules in a combustible object to catch fire and ignite, and this made him quite famous and notable. Force fire can happen when a Force wielder focuses on one singular object or space and causes the molecules to rub together rapidly and create friction. When enough friction is formed, the area can ignite into flames, thus creating Force fire. Obviously, this ability is one of a high level, as it requires the Force user to be able to manipulate the Force on a microscopic level and reach out and manipulate the Force in a much smaller level that is common. A variant of this ability, of course, is Force combustion, as told to us in the Book of the Jedi Path. Combustion, or as they term it, Framus Flocka, is the severe culmination of telekinetic ability, by which a Jedi can make objects explode, even if they aren't flammable. In the same book, Anakin claims to have heard about masters with this ability to call down entire pillars of fire from the sky. Besides Yarael Proof, other practitioners of pyrokinesis and Force Fire are in fact Leia Organa as well as Darth Sidious. Palpatine used Force Fire in order to kill one of his political rivals in a discreet way, by making the flames of his apartment grow bigger and out of control. Leia used Force Fire to modestly light a few candles, commenting that Luke had taught her how to do so. Other practitioners of this were on a very similar ability, though it is mostly out of magic and not as Force wielders perceive it. The Night Sisters and Mother Talzin have been seen using pyrokinesis as their own magic, and many Sith sorcerers have managed to make fire spells that have great destructive potential. In Darth Bane's chapter in the Book of the Sith, he mentions a similar ability to Force Fire called Convection, and I find this to be very interesting. Darth Bane says the following about Convection: a concentration of Force energy can make your fists hot to the touch, even raising the temperature to a burning intensity. Though it will cause no lasting damage to you, striking an enemy with these fists can raise blisters or set robes aflame. I think Convection shows a pure mastery of Force Fire, and is perhaps a variation on the ability. What's most unique about this ability is it doesn't appear to have any certain alignment between the light or the dark side of the Force, although it was a popular ability against many ancient Sith sorcerers, who would use it to great effect. Darth Sidious apparently believed that Convection and Force Fire were in fact dark side in nature, but this doesn't make sense as Anakin Skywalker and other Jedi are able to use the ability and, as he put it, call upon the Force to release pillars of fire from the sky itself. What's unique about this Force ability is it appears to be completely neutral in nature, with both Jedi and Sith using it equally and at different points for different reasons. I'm also quite intrigued with the aspect of this being a high level Force ability. Upon first glance and knowledge, I assumed that it was dark side in alignment because of the raw destructive nature of it. Something like force lightning is very much dark side in alignment completely, as it represents a physical manifestation of hate and suffering, while on the other hand, fire does not necessarily represent this, or anything really. One using force fire does not mean that they are aligned with the dark side of the force itself, but I believe, my personal opinion, to bring pyrokinesis, convection, and force fire to its highest degree, and its most destructive capabilities, one would most likely have to be aligned with the dark side, as the Jedi that master this ability use it for simple means, such as lighting candles with Leia, or even with Jarl Proof, a simple trick. On the other hand, you have a high-level force wielder such as Darth Bane, who uses it to essentially superheat his fists, as well as being able to explode things and set them on fire without even coming near them. This is why this aspect of the Force is so interesting. It's because it can be manifested both externally as well as internally in all ways. Ways from setting things on fire without even touching them, or scorching someone to death by beating them repeatedly with red-hot fists. A similar ability used by individuals such as Darth Sidious as well as council members. So my friends, I now turn the time over to you. What did you think of this incredibly powerful ability that is neutral in the Force? Also, if you have other Force powers you would like to see us take a deeper delve into, be sure to comment them down below. We would love to make a video on abilities such as Force Lightning and Force Light, powers that are aligned not neutral but either light or dark. So leave your thoughts on this prospect in the comments below. As always, my friends, thank you so much for watching and continuing to support the channel. It means the world to me. Now go in peace, and may the Force be with you.